Yeah, I'm back again. Why not? Finally getting that video done where I talk about what constitutes as evil in the terms of the Tekken universe. I'm going to one of our
for the next battle.
locations. First of all, let me handle something. Where's it at? Trying to turn that down a little bit because, well, yeah. Where's it at? It's gotta be right here somewhere, right? Let's see. Whatever, doesn't matter. So basically my thing is this. I love when the series tries to paint him as pure evil, you know, Kazuya. Hold on. Much more satisfying, but yeah. They go on and on about how evil he is, blah 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 blah, he's pure evil, he's gotta be stopped, blah blah blah. And all I can do is just kind of laugh at it. Like, genuinely. Just because he's a devil, that automatically makes him more evil than Heihachi, I guess? Like, that's some great logic. Like, I don't know. I think that's kind of pathetic, truth be told. I don't think he's that evil. And part of the reason why I don't think he's that evil is because it's hilarious to me how, back in Tekken 2, they were talking about him experimenting with animals, you know, like trafficking animals, experimenting and blah, 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 blah. And my thing is this. I feel like that's... Oh, fuck it. Did that work? Okay, finally. So, anyways. I get what they're trying to say, that sounds terrible, but my thing is this. They go on and on about that shit, and I'm just like... Cool. So, why do I think that? Well, here's my thing. They're just saying it. Right? They're just saying it. And since they're just simply saying it, I don't care. Especially considering the fact that it's more or less canon that the same animals... Let me check something real quick. Yeah. The same animals are not exactly, you know, bothered. Like, yeah, they're made, but they're not, like, going all Jin Kazama over the shit. Like, they're not upset by it. They want us to fear Kazuya, but I'm just like, no. Furthermore, Kazuya's thing is this. He comes off more as a businessman rather than entity of pure evil. You know what I mean? That's how he sounds. That's how he comes off as. Kazuya's thing is he's very reactive. He's not someone who necessarily instigates a fight. It's more like you leave him alone and you'll be fine, more or less. Right? That makes sense. If you get in his way, he'll either ignore you or he'll crush you. Maybe not even kill you. Like, it's not concrete, you know? But they try so hard to make it seem like he's evil. Meanwhile, his dumbass son, for instance, the psychopath, and yes, I call him a psychopath. Every time he sees Kazuya, he's ready to kill him. Right? Like, he's so ready to kill him. Tekken 4, right? He was restrained by those weird chains that Keihachi had. And the most baffling thing is this. They're trying to make it seem like Kazuya is this monster who tried to kill, Jin, because they're trying to claim you need to die in order to extract the devil gene from them. I'm just like, do you though? I don't think so. I think the process can be extremely painful, but you don't necessarily need to die. Furthermore, Kazuya didn't know that Jin existed until years later in life because he was mostly dead. He was thrown in a fucking volcano. Like, he died in a volcano. And he only came back due to the Devil Gene and G Corporation reviving him. And Kazuya, being the smart man that he is, it's like, you know what? I'm going to learn as much as I can about this Devil Gene because I don't know shit about it. If I'm able to understand and control it, I can use the power and need it for where I want it to do. I need to better understand it. So that's what he did. At this point in time, he didn't know shit about Jin. Doesn't know about Jun or anything like that as far as I understand. And it's just like, that's it. Right? So Jin didn't necessarily know that Kazuya was alive except for the tournament, and even then, they didn't really know the connection. Sure, Kazuya figured out that Jin was his son, but it's just like, ugh. Like, one, Devil is like having this mentality of like, my other half is there. I'm like, okay, so they're split, and Jin has the other half. They get to Hanmaru, and what the most baffling thing is, call it headcanon, call it speculation, but I genuinely think this is what they're going for. That marking across Jin that appeared during the whole fucking ritual, when at Devil, yes, Devil was trying to extract it from him. I think it's a Kazama thing. Because otherwise, why would Devil specifically say, or ask I should say, is it because that Kazama blood, and in that split second, Kazuya tries to take control? The Kazama power has the means to give you more than just the means to retain your humanity. If you really wanted to, you could overpower the devil with their help. So, knowing that, I just can't help but think about the other factors. I've seen people try to claim that Kazuya tried to kill him and blah blah blah, he was tormenting him. But we already know that wasn't the case because it was Devil. Devil and Kazuya are two different people. Sure, the story tries to make it seem like Kazuya and Devil are not that different. They're the same kind of evil. Or whatever the fuck. I don't know what they're trying to say. Again, they're trying way too hard. But again, Kazuya beat Devil. Badass moment. Beat Jin, take the fucking Devil power away from him. That's it. That's all he needed. But Jin won, He beat Kazuya and he beat Heihachi back to back, which I have issues with that personally. I have issues with that, but I'll say that for another video. And things proceed from there. So why am I going on this whole tirade about Kazuya specifics? Well, my thing is this: if he's so pure evil, why does he not come off as evil? Like, for instance, if he's trying to rule the world and control the world, why is he not instigating crime? Geese Howard instigates crime. Bison instigates crime. Rugal does that shit too. Every time we're doing anything with fucking Kazuya, he's not instigating crime, he's not doing anything criminal. At most, he's just doing science experiments and experimenting with his fucking devil blood and all this fucking shit. And supposedly he made Gigas, but nobody really cares about Gigas, unfortunately, so it doesn't matter. So it's like, again, they keep trying to say pure evil, but it's like, I can't help but root for Kazuya and side with him. It makes it even harder to root against him when you consider Tekken 8. See, back in Tekken 6, he wasn't necessarily the hero, obviously, but again, he was still doing more good than fucking Jin. Jin was just attacking anybody randomly to grow negative energy to give Azazel physical form, right? For fuck's sake. I'm like, cool. He bombs a church, he kills a bunch of people, he kills a bunch of like orphans, etc, etc, etc. Ooh, I got so much to talk about him. But again, I'll tell you soon in another video. Kazuya's pure evil, right? But what did he do when he met Lars? They fought for a little bit. And when he realized that he's a Mishima, what does Kazuya do? Scoffs at the fact that he has a half-brother. Like Lars, I love him, but it's just he tried to stop him because, you know, he's a good guy, makes sense, he's a hero, all that shit, right? Cool. But Kazuya drops a fucking flashbang. And he says, I'll give you this one. And then he just boldly tells Lars, it's the fate of our family to fight and betray each other. You can't escape it. If he's pure evil, why would he tell that to his brother? His brother. The brother he just met. He tells him about the curse of the family, Mishima family, right? It's in their blood. Granted, yeah, Lars proved him wrong, but again, if he's so pure evil, why would he do something like that? Sure, you can make the argument that Kazuya, despite being evil, he respects people like Lars, but why does he respect Lars? Why does he respect Lars? We're going to skip Tekken 7 a bit, but we're going to go straight to Tekken 8, and here's why I think why he respects Lars. Because Lars from the beginning was the same person, but still growing better. He may have failed during the Tekken 6, the war, and lost a lot of people, but he's still a good person through and through. He's a Mishima, and yet he still tries to do the right thing. He maintains integrity, and that's something Kazuya respects, integrity. That's something Jin doesn't have. Poor Jin misses his mummy, and then all of a sudden he talks about, like, the Mishima family has to die, he has to die because he has to go by suicide of all things. Great plan, by the way. Do you have a backup plan in case that works? That doesn't work? Nope. Tekken 7, the world's on fire. Oh my god. Tekken 8 is interesting to me because he brought everybody together to fight him with their fists and shit like that. He wanted them to fight, not use their pathetic weapons and shit like that. He's a Mishima, so he's a warrior, he's always been things. Think Vegeta, basically. If we're going to talk about the fact that he's inspired, Vegeta inspired his design and shit like that, think Vegeta. You're going to fight him as a warrior. So, fight him as a fighter. You know what I mean? So, with that in mind, he unified the world, right? He unified the world. That's more respectable than anything Jin has done, and I find that sad thing. Because he's supposed to be pure evil, and yet he's still doing more good. Like, he's not... Okay. For someone that claimed that he's gonna, destroy the country in case they lose, he didn't really do it. Maybe it's bad writing, maybe it's quietly stupidity, but I think is he doesn't really care to destroy things like that. He wants to control it. He wants to control the world. And using Dr. Doom as an example, wanting to rule the world, control the world, all these different things, it's not exactly bad. It's what you do up to that point that's bad. And my main issue is, if you're gonna get a cause for being pure evil, why isn't Jin getting that treatment? Because you have fucking Jin doing the power of friendship and going through her whole persona arc. But he's not being reprimanded for the shit he's done. Like, how does that make any sense? Like, James, pure evil, and yet he's still unifying the world under a single evil. Like, he accepted that he's pure evil, but even though I would say he's not. Because everything he does is just minuscule. Like, ooh, he killed someone's mom. Oh, you mean Leo Clayton's mom? Leo Cleason's mom, right? The same person who was working at G Corporation, who was playing a part in Steve Box's creation. It's like people think, oh, you killed my mother, therefore you're a shitty person, a terrible person. Okay, but that person he killed was still kind of shit. They were not exactly a good person. I don't know, I just genuinely find that infuriating. Like, they're really trying hard with this whole evil thing, and it's like, I don't see the evil. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't see the evil. You're so bad you want him to be evil, but he's like, he's not. He's tame. He's genuinely tame, but you can't tell me he's evil when he's just extremely tame. So yeah, that's just my thing. Furthermore, Kazuya is not sadistic. He's not sadistic. I'm not saying you need him sadistic to be evil, but it definitely helps prove your point that he's evil, right? But if you don't show that, then I don't care. Which is ironic considering the fact that Nina is supposed to be sadistic, and yet every time she's being sadistic, it's mainly due to her being with Anna, her little sister, which is really messed up. So again, I don't care. He just like says things like pathetic or pitiful, and that's it. You fail to meet his expectations in the fight, he's gonna leave. You're gonna say that's evil? That's a weird constitution of evil, that's for sure. You know who is sadistic? You already know the fucking answer, so I'm gonna say that for the video. So enjoy my ranting for now. Like, yeah, I don't know. I just find that insufferable. Because it's like, he's supposed to be pure evil, and yet nothing about him exactly screams evil. He just sounds like a ruthless businessman at best. And if that's pure evil, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, his personality traits and things that he's done are so minuscule, especially compared to other people who are actually done vile things. It's just hard to fear him or dread him as a villain, because, well, the story doesn't treat him as a villain. Well, they claim to. They didn't claim to. They don't show it. Meanwhile, this mofo, not the same. So, yeah. Until I make that video about Jin, because I have a lot to say about that boy.